Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me on tonight's shave. We're going to do a face shave tonight. We're going to do a face shave with what I'm going to call, what you might think, an unusual mashup. That's right, folks, an unusual mashup. We'll get right into that, but first, the holiday of the day. Today is National No Beard Day. That's right, you beardless folks. No beard. I got a little bit of a beard going on. Couple of days growth. We're going to hack this off. We're going to hack it off with straight razor shaving today on the Gold Dollar. Gold Dollar, y'all. So, while we're talking about the gear, though, let's get into what we're actually mashing up. So, I wanted to try to mash up some of the stuff that I had in my shave den, something that may not necessarily go together, or you might not think would go together. So I kind of did some looking around at some of those scent notes that are in the soaps, and I wrote them down. I thought to myself, some of these have some of the scent notes similar, and it might be neat to try to mash them up and see how they go together. So tonight's mashup, we're going to go with one I haven't used in a while. Case Shave Works Major Wood. I had this in my shave den, and it kind of sits in the back a little bit, and I just haven't used it in a while, so I think I want to do this up. So when I had this, I thought to myself, what can I pair this with something that might be a little bit unusual or something that people might not think of? And I went with Lantern Hill. I'm going to say that again, Lantern Hill. A little issue with that last time I mentioned this. By Talbot Shaving and Katie's Bubbles. You folks, I did a review on this earlier. Check out the video. Anyway, so I chose these two because I thought that the oak moss and wood notes would complement the oud wood and teak wood that's in this. So what I ended up doing was I took a little bit of the soap from the container, mashed it up in my fingers a little bit, and then I put just a drop of this. Mixed the two and kind of, gave it a whiff, and it really smells good. I like the way it smells. So we're going to give this a shot and see what we think. So we're going to go with that. I have been blooming this soap. We're going to take some of this bloom water here. Put it on our face. All right. I did not mention the brush of the night. Got it resting in our mind here. It's one of my go-to brushes. Actually, kind of my new go-to brush. Brett Mozingo handle. And Full Moon Knot by Turn and Shave. So, love this brush. All right, let's get this brush loaded. So, while I'm doing this, I kind of wanted to share a story with you. One of the things I love in life is shock value. Love doing things to make people go, what the, really? It's funny. I think so anyway. And one of the other things I love, absolutely love, is poetic justice. That's plenty, huh? Some of you may have seen videos on YouTube under another title called Instant Karma. I experienced a little bit of that today. Not the karma myself. No, but karma did give me a front seat. Yep. Karma gave me a front seat, a drink, and a snack to go with it. Yeah, it's been too long since I've used this soap. Nice. All right. Oh, yeah. So, what happened, you might ask? Had kind of a busy afternoon after I got out of work today. I had a couple of errands to do, some emails to attend to. And with the grain, by the way. I nicked myself a little bit. Right there. Now, we'll give that a chance to stop. If it doesn't stop, we'll just hit it with the styptic. Anyway, so I had a bunch of errands to tend to. And I was, one of which was getting gas. So I went to the gas station, which shall remain nameless because it is a national chain. And while I was there, I noticed the gas pumps were full. Well, I thought, well, this sucks. But whatever, I'll wait. Wait my turn. Because that's the name of the game for all us Irishmen. Total patience. Anyway, while I was patiently waiting my turn, I noticed an older fella who had finished pumping his gas. He decided that was a great time to go inside and get something. As I later found out, a bottle of Gatorade. Now, I was in a bit of a rush because I wanted to get to the post office before they closed. I didn't realize the gas station would be as busy as it was, so I had gone there first. So I politely stepped out of my car and I said, "Excuse me." He turned around, looked at me, and went, "Huh?" I said, the gas station's kind of busy. I wouldn't mind if you, or I wondered if you wouldn't mind pulling your car into one of the spaces. While you went inside so I could pump my gas. I'll be damned if the guy looked at me and went, "I'm marked inside." Okay. Now, I am not the friendliest person in the world. That was just plain rude. Normally I'd have something to say to him. But he went inside, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to make a scene. And I said, you know what? There's a lot of people around here. The heck with it, I'll just wait. But what an asshole. So I sat in the parking lot and kind of stewed. I figured another space would open, but it didn't. Just the way that I was sitting in the parking lot, there really wasn't another place for me to go into, you know. So I kind of had to wait for this clown. So he came out eventually. And there I was sitting there, just watching him. I didn't say anything. I should have, but I didn't. Karma rewarded me for keeping my mouth closed. And he looked at me and he said, "Still here, huh? All right, I'll move it." I said, "No. Much obliged," I said to myself, "you prick." And he had a blue Gatorade in his hand. Not that that's significant, but that's what he, had to get, I guess, out of the store. So, he gets in his car, and he's laughing. I wasn't laughing. I was pretty pissed. Because I thought it was just a shitty thing for somebody to do. Now, I've done that, but I've done it on days when there's nobody else waiting in line. He decided his time was worth more than mine, I guess. So he's laughing, and I'm just kind of staring at him in frustration. Trying to be the better man, or the bigger man, rather. He puts... Oh, I should also mention he was walking with a limp. Why is that significant? Because he had trouble getting in his car. And he put the Gatorade on the roof. Put the Gatorade on the roof. Got in his car, shut it. Still laughing. Then he drove off. With the Gatorade on his roof. And I said to myself, haha, you left your Gatorade. So he heard the Gatorade roll off and hit like the trunk area and then hit the ground. And it kind of rolled in a semicircle around and back towards his car. When it did, he slowed down because he turned and looked, but he didn't stop. It rolled under his car, and he fucking ran it over. Yep. Bastard ran over his own Gatorade. So I pulled into the little, the stall, like next to the gas pump. And I laughed. He gets out. Or he opened the door, he kind of looks under, he kind of gets out halfway, looks down. once again, looks at me, gives me the finger, gets in, shuts the door, and drives away. He ran over his own Gatorade. Instant karma. You know, if you're going to be a prick like that, you should fully expect to have it paid in full to you. I mean, not only is it a dickhead thing to do in the first place, but I got myself again right there. To do it, especially when somebody asks you, can you move? And you basically, and you don't, you give them the finger, you're like, no, fuck off. I mean, really? Why? So, yeah. Instant karma. I guess it's what I get for living in the city, though, right? All right. First couple passes are done. I'm going to take a minute and finish up this shave and come back with our final comments. And I'm probably going to hit this with a Styptic pencil. I got it pretty good. Doesn't really hurt, just bleeding like a son of a gun. I got a little bit over here too, but that's all right. That's why we get Styptic pencils. All right, so we're going to hit these up, finish up the shave. We'll be right back. Folks, thank you very much for joining me as always. See you in a minute. Okay, folks, we are back. The shave has been completed. Did the rest of my passes. Nice smooth shave. You know, not as I don't really go against the grain with the straight, so it's not BBS, but damn, it's pretty close. Pretty darn close. I took care of those two nicks that I got right in here. One was right here. You can't even see it now. And the other one was up by my ear here. So we have those taken care of. Again, we are pairing up tonight Major Wood by K-Shave Works with Clybrush, Katie's Bubbles, and Talbot Shaving Lantern Hill. Pair these up to see how they smell together. I can still get the residual scent off this soap. It's not a heavy soap that they have for a scent, but you know, heavy enough. So I'll throw a little bit of this on here. Yeah, that's a nice. Well, that's a perfect pairing, actually. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff. This stuff is nice. I really like this quite a bit. I like that soap too. I haven't used that soap in a long time, and actually, I'm pretty surprised I haven't used it. I don't know. I kind of didn't show it as much love as I probably should have. So, K-Shave Works, great soap, great company, and I highly recommend it if you folks have a chance to land some. So, that is my story of the night. Karma's a bitch, ain't it? It's my mashup for the night. My face shave of the night with a straight razor. As you can see, pretty good, nice shave, or pretty good shave going on. If it were my head, it would not be DOP status because of the two nicks that I got. But that's probably because I was telling a story at the time. Oh well, I don't care. I'm in good shape now. So, folks, thank you very much for joining. If you guys have any comments or any questions, post them below. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can, as always. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. We'll get that ticker going. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. If you haven't, get on board. We would love to have you here at CD Shaving. But make sure when you do, you knock that bell. That way you get a notification every time we do a new video here. So, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I am Chad, and we'll see you guys in the next video.